Hey everybody, guess what? We are live this morning, Musicians on Call, and I also have artist Brandon Ray with us. How's everybody doing this morning?
Doing good.
Great. It's great to be here. Thank you so much, Donna.
Yeah. So for people who don't know, I think this is such I love the fact that what you guys do. Can you tell us a little bit about how Musicians on Call works, Katy?
Yeah, definitely. Musicians on Call is a nonprofit organization, and we bring live and recorded music to the bedsides of patients in healthcare facilities. And we do that by taking artists just like Brandon room to room to play music right at the bedsides of patients. So we have a volunteer guide that's trained to escort the musician from room to room in the hospital. And the musician will just come in and play one song right at the bedside of the patient. And we usually get responses that's like, oh, wow, you just made my day, or this was the best part of my hospital stay, or things like that. So it's so rewarding both for the musician, the guide, as well as the patient and the staff that we play for too.
So is this a local charity or a national charity?
We're a national charity. We're in over 20 cities now across the country, but most of our staff is right here in Nashville. So we're able to serve all of these cities right here from Music City.
Tell us about some of the artists that have come to like Vanderbilt Children's Hospital. I've seen you, and in all the local hospitals. Tell us about that.
Well, of course, Brandon Ray. He's one of our favorites. He specifically plays at Vanderbilt Children's Hospital, but we've also had artists like Kelly Clarkson, Darius Rucker, Randy Hauser, you name it, country artists, pop artists, artists of all genres. And it's so special, like once in a lifetime experience when artists do that. Just this week, we actually had Charles Eston as well as Lauren Elena do our virtual program. So obviously with COVID-19, we're not able to go into the hospitals right now. So we have a virtual program where we can have artists join, and through closed circuit TV that is broadcast to all of the children's hospitals rooms so that they can tune in. And not only can they just watch like a live stream, but they can call down to their studio and request a song or ask the artist like, hey, what's your favorite Disney movie? Or, whatever they want to know from that artist. And it makes it interactive. So then we can answer those questions right there for the kids. And by doing this, we can not only serve like our local hospitals, but also Phoenix, Indianapolis, Boston, cities all over the country just through these virtual programs.
Yeah, so that just started because, as you said, of COVID-19. Was that hard to pivot into that new model for this time?
Yeah, well, we're actually lucky because we've been doing our virtual program for about 8 years. The program started with a group called Self-Help, and that serves homebound seniors who are not able to leave their homes. And so we've been doing that through Google Hangout, like I said, for a long time. And then we started with the children's hospitals through closed circuit TV, partnering with hospitals that have those studios in them. So we've been doing it for long enough where we had our bearings, but now we've exponentially increased the programming that we have virtually. So instead of doing it just a few times a month, we're now doing it every single day, Monday through Friday, for the children's hospitals. And I think almost 10 times a month for the homebound seniors. So that way people who are, either stuck at home or stuck in their beds get some interaction with our musicians.
Yeah, talking about musicians, you guys have your own Musician on Call Heals playlist. Tell us about that.
Yeah. Well, we thought, it's typically our mission is to serve patients, families, and caregivers. But there's so many people who are stuck at home and are isolated. And, we wanted to invite everyone to tune in to some uplifting music. So we had all of our volunteer musicians from across the country. We invited them to submit a song that's positive and uplifting and makes them feel better to this Musicians on Call Music Heals playlist. And I think we have over 110 or 115 submissions of music. So anyone, whether you're a patient, family member, or caregiver, or just stuck at home and need some uplifting music, and you can tune into MOC Heals. And it's any social media platform, #MOC Heals will get you to that playlist.
Oh, so anyone can join us. I love that because, we all need some uplifting right now.
Yeah.
Tell me about, also there's a Healthcare Heroes Ecard campaign, which I love this. And I love that we're supporting our healthcare workers right now. Tell me about that.
Absolutely. Well, now you can, it's a $10 donation to Musicians on Call, which helps fund our virtual programs right now. And for $10, you can send a serenade to any of the healthcare hero in your life. So you can go on our website and you click the Healthcare Heroes button, and then it will take you to choose your song. So you can choose any of maybe like 5 or 6 songs to dedicate to your healthcare hero. And Brandon actually has a song on there called "We Can Get Through This."
All right.
Yeah. He wrote specifically for healthcare workers. And so anyway, the $10, you can go on, donate $10, send a card to your healthcare hero, and that supports Musicians on Call.
Oh, wow. Well, Brandon, what's it like to be on that list where people can send one of your songs to a healthcare worker?
It's kind of an honor to me. You know, my oldest brother, Derek, he's a nurse in West Texas. My sister-in-law, she's a nurse in Baltimore. And, you know, I'm sure both of you have lots of friends, maybe family that are healthcare workers. And honestly, having to be quarantined, I just want to do something. I'm sure you feel the same. I just want to, you know, if there's anything I can do for anybody, it would mean the world. And so I guess this is our way of just trying to give back, even if it's just a distraction, a 3-minute distraction of a song or something to make them laugh. That's just what we do, you know. So being a part of the Ecard is just too cool. And you know, just again, something to take their mind off of what's going on and something to encourage them.
Yeah. You've been involved for a few years. Tell us how you got involved with Musicians on Call.
I have a few friends that have been involved since the beginning. My good friend and huge believer in my music, which means the world, Bobby Bones, he's been a part of it for a really long time. And every time we would get together and write or do a show together, he would just start talking about, you know, Musicians on Call. And I was so curious. And so I signed up and, you know, became got certified and went through the training and everything, and just started going once a week to Vanderbilt Children's. And it just, I don't know, it just kind of took me in and just made me so excited to be there every single week and just, again, put smiles on faces and kind of be a positive distraction.
Yeah, I love that. So Katy, tell me about people if they are interested in becoming involved, what they can do.
They can go to our website, it's musiciansoncall.org, and you can donate, you can volunteer. You know, obviously right now our in-person programs are on hold because of COVID-19, but you can sign up to be on our waiting list. So that way, once we get started and are back in action, you can be signed up on that list.
All right. Brandon, I heard you got some music for us, talking about music and uplifting. So we're going to let you play some music, wake us all up, get us all motivated for a Monday, by the way. Look how he's ready to go.
I'm ready to go. I need to wake up myself, but this is that song that Katy was talking about a week into quarantine. You know, we had been doing Zoom writes, you know, with all of my co-writers and everything. And one of my good buddies, we do a lot of TV film work together, and we were both just said we need to write something that can get us through this and get everybody else through this. And so that's kind of how we landed on the title of "We Can Get Through This." And we recorded it that day. We recorded all the vocals in here, the guitars, I mean, everything we could. And then I sent it to him. He mixed it, produced it, and then we put it out, I think, 10 days later, you know. And then kind of compiled a video together of, I think it was 1,000 healthcare workers.
Wow.
And essential workers that sent in pictures and videos of themselves. And so we just tried to put all those videos and photos together in one. But here's that song. It's called "We Can Get Through This." Do you ever feel 2 feet tall? Messed up world got you feeling so small, like you're stuck inside a crazy dream, and no one is you when you try to scream. You gotta know you're not alone. Don't have to do it on your own. You'll have to see that we're all the same. We can overcome anything. can get through this. Oh, yeah, I know we can do this if we just come together. No, nothing's gonna break us. These are the moments that make us. We'll carry on, 'cause I know the truth is we can get through this. Oh, so when you feel like it's all too much, you're praying off and you wanna give up, it won't always be this way, 'cause every storm runs out of rain. You gotta know you're not alone. Don't have to do it on your own. You're not done, you just begun. So call my name if you need someone. And we can get through this. Oh, yeah, I know we can do this if we just come together. These are the moments that make us. We'll carry them, 'cause I know the truth is we can get through this. Oh, yeah. You and me, we got each other. Won't let the darkness pull you under. In it together like a sister, brother. You and me, we got each other. And we can get through this. Yeah. Yeah, I know we can do this if we just come together. No, nothing's gonna break us. These are the moments that make us. We'll carry them, 'cause I know the truth is we can get through this. Oh, yeah, we can get through this. Yeah, we can get through this.
Love that. I love that. I was singing at the end, but I wasn't singing too loud because I didn't want you to hear me.
Hey, you can sing along anytime you want to. It's all good.
So, Brandon, you have another song for us?
Oh, I do. Yeah, I didn't know if you had anything. More
But tell me what you've been up to during quarantine. Let's talk about that real quick. Like, what does that look like for you as a musician? Like, everybody's off the road right now. Obviously, you've been active. You wrote a song, but other than that, what's been going on?
Yeah, it's been kind of it's just a wild change. I'm used to being on the road. Last year we did 150 plus shows, and now everything is canceled and postponed. But luckily, I write for Warner Chappell Music Publishing, and I kind of made the transition from strictly writing just country and pop into the TV film sync world. And so for the past year, just have been writing for different commercials, different promos, different TV shows and everything. And yesterday we started I have this song called "Good to Be Home," and HGTV has made it their official, I guess, ad campaign theme song for the next few months, which is
Wow.
I guess encouraging people, hey, it's good to be home. So while we're home, let's just enjoy it, But yeah, I've just been writing for, we had some Super Bowl promos for NFL Network. The Concert for America hosted by Elton John that was on Fox. I had the theme song for that. It's called "In This Together."
I didn't know that was yours. Wow.
Yes.
Brandon, I'm learning so much on a Monday morning.
Hey, come on, Donna. But yeah, no, it's just kind of wild. Lots of things have happened in my life. My wife, a little over a year ago, was diagnosed with a spinal cord disease, and she's a fit, personal trainer, type woman, and it just took her out completely. And so she's been spending this entire year physical therapy trying to recover. And so for me, it kind of made me transition from the road into TV film. And so with this quarantine, we were kind of prepared for disaster in a way. And so, we're just trying to make a positive out of a negative, and as I'm sure everybody else is. And so, yeah, just been holed up in this room, writing like crazy. My wife is probably tired of hearing me sing, but
How could you get tired of that? Well, it's different, we all get tired of our spouses. So I guess that's kind of somewhat a personal thing for you, like musicians on call with your wife going through all these health struggles. Like you can see that firsthand, not only when you go visit patients, but with your wife as well.
Yeah, I think I've been working with musicians on call for almost 3 years now, and this happened a year ago. And, it made me understand and realize on some level what these families and what these patients are going through day to day, just questions, they have no hope. They have, constant worry, and no guarantee of a future, no answers for anything. And so when Musicians on Call comes in, when a musician, with a guitar and, a guide and all that come in, it's like anything. We'll take anything as a distraction, and just a smiling face, just some kind of positivity that lets them know that somebody cares. I know it means the world to them. And so props to Katy and Musicians on Call. Anytime that I can be a part of anything that they're doing, I jump at the chance, because they truly 100% care about what they do and who they do it for.
Yeah. I've known about them for a while, and I think it's amazing that they are like willing to go to these patients and be there and be a light, so to speak.
Absolutely.
All right. So you have something else for us? Like keep us going this morning?
I do. Yeah. I was fortunate enough 3 years ago, I signed a deal with a guy named Keith Urban. I don't know.
Who's Keith Urban? Who's that?
I don't know.
It's so early on Monday. I don't know if I remember him.
I don't even know. But it was just kind of amazing. I signed a production deal with him and got to, just be in the studio and record a lot of songs with him. And a lot of people know that he's an amazing guitar player, songwriter, singer, and all that stuff. But he's also a phenomenal producer. Truly a genius. A lot of people don't know that about him because they don't get to see that. But getting to work with him firsthand and have him as a mentor and almost as a big brother these past few years has been crazy. So I released this song, and on the recording, he's playing bass, he's singing all the background parts. So as I'm playing, just imagine Keith Urban over here.
No, I was just getting ready to say, what is that like? What is that like? Going Keith Urban's behind you and playing. I mean,
it's wild. The first time I met him, we were scheduled to record a song together, and he pulled up into the studio, and I mean, within the first 10 minutes, we were on a mic together singing background parts together. I was like, what is happening? Like, this isn't even real,
was your voice cracking where you're like, I'm so sorry, I'm so nervous, I can't.
Oh, yeah. I was a mess. It was crazy. And the dude smells phenomenal.
Okay, I keep hearing that. Describe what Keith Urban, we need to know. What does Keith Urban smell like? I've heard this more than once. Like, and I have met him, but I haven't been that close to like really, and it's kind of weird as
Well, I don't know. Like, I imagine it's what heaven smells like.
I love that you just said that.
That day, when you're meeting somebody, you shake their hand or you do the whole, hey,
Yeah, they're like, bro, hey.
So I made sure I did like 10 of those, right? And, just so like the cologne could rub off. And so I come home and you know, I tell my wife everything, and you know, I'm just still just on cloud nine, and she's like, "What does that smell?" And usually if it's just me, it's probably not a good smell. But she's like, "What does that smell?" I was like, "I know, right? This is like." She's like, "That's the greatest smell I've ever smelled in my life." Oh my gosh! She keeps smelling it.
We need to bottle that, the Keith Urban smell. He could make a lot of money off of that. I mean,
I never washed the shirt. This is actually a shirt.
You've never washed this, and you're wearing it. Oh man, I need to come over and smell it. Too bad we're doing this virtual.
I know. I wish we could send smells. Anyway,
yeah, too bad. Huh. We got to figure that out. Work on that technology for me.
Exactly. No, but again, it was just a phenomenal experience, and he's still such a mentor in my life. And so I'll play that song for you right now. This was the first song that I released with Keith. It's called Ends of the Earth.
Gotcha.
10,000 miles of gravel roads, hitchhiking away through Mexico. Red eye street through 20 time zones, all alone, just to feel you breathe, just to see you smile, just to hold your hand for a little while. I go to the ends of the earth for you, to the moon, back like it ain't nothing new. When I got my arms wrapped around you, girl, it's like I'm holding forever. You're the closest thing to heaven, this side of that sunset in. And I won't stop till I've been to the ends of the earth for you. Oh, oh, the ends of the earth for you. I'd bottle up this town in your hands somehow. Tell me my home's your home now. Kiss way down, just to see you smile, just to hold your hand, just to use your eye. Oh, give a fighting chance. Oh, I go to the ends of the earth for you, to the moon and back like it ain't nothing new. When I got my arms wrapped around you, girl, it's like I'm holding a wire. You're the closest thing to heaven, this side of that sunset in. And I won't stop till I've been to the ends of the earth for you. Whoa, whoa, the ends of the earth for you. Whoa, whoa, just to see you in headlights, you laugh. Cross oceans, valleys, mountains, every highway just like that. I go to the ends of the earth for you, to the moon and back like it ain't nothing new. When I got my arms wrapped around you, girl, it's like I'm holding a wide world. You're the closest thing to heaven, this side of that sunset in. And I won't stop till I've been to the ends of the earth for you. Oh, oh, the ends of the earth for you. Oh, oh, the ends of the earth for you.
Yay! Well, it's been a great Monday morning. I am so appreciative both of you joined us this morning to kick it off like this. I feel like I can actually start my day now.
Same.
Brandon, next time I see you, I expect you to be wearing the Keith Urban shirt.
You got it. I will.
I need to know. I'm going to try to figure this out. Katy, thanks again. Tell everybody real quick before we leave where they can find more information if they want to volunteer or just learn more about it.
Yeah, our website's musiciansoncall.org, and we have a special page where you can do those healthcare hero e-cards. So that's musiciansoncall.org/COVID-19. So check that out to send Brandon song. We can get through this to your favorite healthcare hero. And just a shout out to all the healthcare workers, not just the nurses and doctors, but environmental services folks, everybody who's working in healthcare right now, putting their lives on the line for the rest of us. We see you and we appreciate you. And we can't wait to get back there with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I see you got a little friend back there behind you.
Sorry, guys.
I love it. This is why I love doing these things at home. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see everybody soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.